Well, we all know how the biased media is handling Joe Biden's classified documents scandal after scandal. But thankfully, we have a very honest and well-spoken White House press secretary who seems to have a very solid understanding of the facts and is committed to telling the truth. Oh, wait a minute. Just kidding. Let's bring in senior advisor for the Trump 2020 campaign and host of the Right View podcast, Lara Trump. Lara, thank you for joining us. You know, I was being facetious with KJP. She seems to say, oh, talk to the White House lawyers about that or talk to the special investigator about there's no answers. Here's my point. We just found out today that the FBI, they decided not to send agents to oversee the document boxes in Joe Biden's garage and other places. Yet what they did to your father-in-law was completely a different story. Care to weigh in?
Well, how long do we have, Eric? My gosh, I have a lot of thoughts on this. Yeah, the team that you heard Karine Jean-Pierre there referring to, I believe is the team of personal attorneys of Joe Biden. And as you just pointed out, if you didn't think this was already a big enough clown show at face value, take a look at what you just said. The fact that you had Biden's personal attorneys allowed without any sort of clearance, security clearance of any variety, and without the FBI to go to multiple locations and gather classified materials. I mean, I wish that we had a more powerful way to describe this than double standard, but that's exactly what it is. Because at this point, we're basically finding classified documents under couch cushions at Joe Biden's house, yet we have seen a completely different situation when it comes to my father-in-law. The theatrics of the pre-dawn unprecedented raid on a former president's home where they're rifling through the personal belongings of a former first lady, where conveniently, Eric, press had the ability to be outside where there was wall-to-wall coverage of that situation in order to give the illusion of some sort of wrongdoing on the part of Donald Trump. Yet of these two men, there is only one of them who had the ability to declassify documents. Of course, that is President Donald Trump. He has maintained from the very beginning that anything that was at Mar-a-Lago was declassified. We know, of course, Joe Biden as vice president, when he illegally took his documents that have been found now in multiple locations of his own, did not have that same ability. And you see the way that the FBI has handled these two situations. I got to tell you, as an American citizen, forget my proximity to Donald Trump. It makes me very concerned because you and I both know, Eric, that if I Venmo you too much money, the IRS is going to come banging on my door saying, why'd you pay him so much money? It looks like and it feels like the weaponization and the politicization of, our justice system.
Well,
and as an American citizen, how do we live like
Laura,
that?
It doesn't even look like you're feeling it. It actually is. When the FBI goes, bangs down the door of a private residence and a private club with the U.S. Secret Service teaming around the place. I've been there how many times? You see Secret Service everywhere. And then they throw all those documents on the ground and they take a photo. They take a picture of the envelopes where the documents weren't even in it. Yet the FBI now says we decided not to go to the Biden residence because they were cooperating. That is just downright bull BS. Let's put it that way. It's downright BS on their part. They've been politicized, have they not?
Yeah. Well, of course they haven't. I mean, are we just supposed to assume that we can fully trust Biden's personal attorneys? Apparently, the DOJ and the FBI feels like they can fully trust them. And wouldn't we all like to know why that is? Why are they so trusting of that group of people? And yet you see, of course, the difference when it comes to Donald Trump. It is very frustrating, I'll tell you, as a member of this family, because this is time after time that, of course, we have all been on the receiving end of all of this nonsense. And it gets frustrating and it gets tiresome. But I got to tell you, I don't think there's any other person who could have withstood as much as he has, other than my father-in-law. There's no other American citizen, there's no other human on the planet who could have taken all of this and says, you know what, I don't care. I'm still in the fight. I still want to fight for what is right and good and for the American people.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. Your retirement funds are being threatened with even more losses from record inflation, recession, and skyrocketing interest rates. Fortunately, the highly trained specialists at American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. If you call them right now as a special offer, they will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order, so don't wait. Call 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309 or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532.